Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of week again. Premier League's back, it's the weekend, you'll love to see it. And this is my predictions video for match week 2. It's so exciting, I can't wait, you know how it is. But first game week, I got 20 points out of a possible 40, which not really the greatest. And so obviously I'm looking to improve this week, as I've obviously learned a lot more about the teams after watching them play, how they're going to perform, what teams need to change certain things, stuff like that, how they're setting up, how they're playing, etc. And now I know not to back Everton, so yeah. But let's just get straight into it, we might as well. So we'll start off with the Friday night football, which is tonight. We got Forest v Sheffield United, and this is a interesting game because it is a must win for both teams in their relegation fight. Forest, I think, are the better team, so I'm going for a 1-0 Forest win. I thought Forest looked good against Arsenal. They managed to withhold the pressure from the Arsenal attack, and then also got a goal back, but just couldn't get a second one. They did miss a really big chance at the beginning of the game through Brennan Johnson as well, which would have made the game completely different if they went 1-0 up in the first 15 minutes. I'm not backing Sheffield United here because I don't think they're good enough. I thought they were decent defensively against Palace, hence why I've only gone for the 1 goal for Forest. But I just can't see them doing very well. There's going to be a lot of Sheffield United losses in my predictions this year. So Forest 1, Sheffield United 0. And then into the second game of the week, there's no 12:30 kickoff this week. So the first 3 o'clock game is Fulham-Brentford. Big game, interesting game, and I've gone for a 2-0 Brentford win. I thought Brentford looked great against Spurs, and I'm backing another Wissa and Mbeumo goal today. And I thought Fulham just looked a bit meh. I know they won 1-0, but it was one of those games where both teams were really poor, and then one team got the winner. I'm pretty sure Everton had like double their shots, so it may not have been as close as expected. But I think Brentford are going to have another great season, hence why I'm backing them to kick their season off on the weekend. And yeah, 2-0 Brentford win. And then the next 3 o'clock kickoff, Liverpool-Bournemouth. Now this is an interesting one because I feel like the neutral, or not the neutral, but the average person, when you look at this match without knowing anything really, you'd back like a 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 Liverpool win, you know what I mean? But nah, I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I think it'll be a close game because I think Bournemouth are good. I can't really predict where either team will go this year. Like, Liverpool could do so well and finish second, challenge for the title, but they could also come like 6th or 7th and do terrible and have a really bad season where they just don't get up and running. And it's the same as Bournemouth. They could either challenge for mid-table, get in the top half, or just go down. I think there's no in-between for both teams. I can't see like Liverpool just scraping 4th. It's either 2nd or 6th. I know it sounds silly, and I feel like for Bournemouth it's either 12th or 18th. Like, it's going to be something like that. Obviously Liverpool are going to struggle because both the CDMs they were going for, Caicedo and Lavia, have gone to Chelsea instead. Although they have just bought Endo. Well, I don't know whether it's finalised yet, but as of me making this video right now, it's a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. So it's not the best signing, but it's a signing that they need. They need a CDM because they sold both of them to Saudi Arabia. So Endo, I mean, he'll do well because he's going to play every single match. I think he's got decent Bundesliga stats as well. He's the captain of Stuttgart. So yeah, so I've gone 2-1 Liverpool. Liverpool edge it because they're at home, but I wouldn't count Bournemouth out. Generally, Bournemouth could easily win this match. And then the next match, I've got Wolves v Brighton. I've gone 2-0 Brighton. I know it might look a bit stupid this because Wolves played so well against Manchester United on Monday, but at the end of the day they had like 23 shots and they didn't score 1 goal. I know they should have had a penalty, but if you're not scoring 1 goal with 23 shots, it says a lot about how bad your striking, the strike force is, how bad the attack is. So everyone will talk about that great performance, and rightfully so, but you have to score goals to win the game. And then when you've got a team like Brighton, who are just so good right now, Brighton will just outscore them, and it's as simple as that. So I've gone with Brighton 2-0 win, and I'm backing another goal from that Adingra. I think he's a great player. So yeah. And then the 5:30 kickoff, Spurs v Man United. I've gone I've gone a 1-1 draw. I desperately want Man United to win. We really need to win this game. We cannot have another terrible performance like we did on Monday. If we have as bad a performance as Monday, we're getting hammered by 8, and that is really not good for Ten Hag as well. We're meant to be challenging for the title this year, realistically, but so I'm hoping the performance will be 10 times better this time. But I was very impressed with Spurs against Brentford. I thought they were great. I thought the system that they're playing under Postecoglou's working. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw. I think both teams will do well. I feel like Spurs might edge it, but Man United will get a point. Because obviously our away record was abysmal last year. It was so bad. Compared to our home record, it was awful. We got all our points from home, but away from home we were terrible. But I'm expecting a much better Man United performance, but it'll be close, and I reckon it'll be 1 point each. Also, Postecoglou's first game at home, so it's a big one in front of the crowd, so he won't want to disappoint. So Spurs won, Man United won. And then on the final Saturday games, we've got an 8 o'clock kickoff on Saturday this time. I'm assuming it's because City just played the Super Cup. City, Newcastle, and I've gone 3-1 to City. They're just too good. They were so dominant against Burnley. Back at home, first game at Etihad since the famous treble. Obviously they're going to, they're going to look to improve. They're probably going to go for a quadruple this year. They easily have the squad. I know De Bruyne has just got injured, but they have the squad depth. Their squad depth's so good. Their second team could win the league as well. So, and yeah, obviously they just won the Super Cup in midweek, so I guess the 6 trophies are on because they didn't win the Community Shield, so it won't be 7, because obviously Club World Cup as well. They did look a bit shaky defensively against Sevilla, but they got the job done, and that's all that really matters. In terms of Newcastle, I thought they were amazing against Villa, and their midfield is probably one of the best in the league, but just City are just too good, so I cannot not back them at the end of the day. It's no disrespect whatsoever to Newcastle, they'll do well again this season, but City are just too good, so I've gone for City 3-1. Then Villa, Everton, I've gone 2-0 Villa. Everton can't score goals, they need a striker. They're going to struggle all season because they can't score goals, because they're not going to be outscoring any teams. So their defence is alright, but they're not going to outscore any teams. So I thought Villa did look poor against Newcastle, but I think it was more of a tale of Newcastle playing absolutely amazingly. So I've gone for a Villa 2-0 win, and Villa will get their season up and running here. I do worry for Sean Dyche at Everton. They've been scraping safety every single season for the past 2-3 years, and this could be the final straw this year, but hopefully not, because I do like Sean Dyche. But in this match, Villa 2, Everton 0. And the final Sunday game, West Ham 1, Chelsea 3. I thought Chelsea were great against Liverpool, and I thought West Ham were a bit average against Bournemouth, so I'm expecting Chelsea to play well again. Pochettino's he's such a good manager. I've loved Pochettino for ages. And then now they've just brought in Caicedo and Lavia as well, so they're going to be even better. Their midfield, Enzo ran that midfield against Liverpool, and now they've got an even better midfield. So yeah, I think Chelsea will win this. I think West Ham will be a bit mediocre this season. I think Paqueta's leaving as well, I've heard. So that's another big player leaving, another midfielder leaving. Their midfield from last year, there's not going to be much of it left. So yeah, I'm going to go Chelsea to win this one and make it 4 points out of a possible 6. And then the final game of the week, the Monday Night Football, we've got Palace v Arsenal, and I've gone 2-1 Arsenal. I reckon it'll be similar to their game at the weekend. I reckon they'll scrape it like they scraped past Forest. I think Palace are a good team, so that's why I think it'll be close. I think Arsenal will go 2-0 up again, and then Palace will score and then make the last 20 minutes hell. But I'm expecting a close and exciting game, and I can't wait to watch it. But I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Palace 1, and Arsenal will make it 6 points out of 6, which is perfect for their attempt to win the title this year. So that's the match. That's the fixtures this week. Another exciting week. Hopefully I can do better than the 20 points I got last week. 20 out of 40 is not really that good. I only got 1 score right the end of last week. I got a lot of the winners right, but I didn't get the correct amount of goals for both teams. So yeah, let's push for 25 to 30 this week, and that'll be a much better improvement. And hopefully, let's make this a high score, and we'll keep going and try and get higher scores every week until we get 40 out of 40, which is definitely never going to happen. But yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching this predictions video, guys. Tune in for my match day preview for Man United on Saturday, and then I'll do a little match review. I probably have to do it Sunday morning because I've got work on the Saturday, so I will do my match review on Sunday, and then next week on Tuesday I will react to my predictions and see how I did and tally it up. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.